everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Super Bowl dreams are on the line today in the conference championship, where only one team can move on. It's the Colts going up against the Bills. Let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller. Now it is fourth.
Get it, Danny.
Season in the NFL.
Thanks.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's the offensive unit and heads up. Look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in. Out on the perimeter or going inside.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Second down following the run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Green to bring it back. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening and led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he handed it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week, and boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Yards to go here on second down.
Let's go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Ohio.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, it's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
And here's a look at the starting offense. So 2nd and 10 here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Goal from 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he'll bang that one through. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Still 2nd down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey. Let's go. B-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. It's looking at a 2nd and 8. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. Watkins. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Colts defensive unit trots back out there. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
And sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. run it now out of the gun. A little track jump. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
He'll field this at the 5. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of...
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Brand 38.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. Surveying the field. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Here we go. 319.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now Blair Walsh on for a long field goal. He's hit from as far away as 56 in his young career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Second down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Colts defense, they work their way back onto the field. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations, but you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Watkins alone on the left side. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the 1st half?
Unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water.
All right, third quarter, let's get to it. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A chance for us to look now at the Bills' defense. Their first crack here in the second half defensively. You always hope to set that tone, don't you, partner?
Without a doubt. Go out, stump them on defense, and let everyone know that, hey, we are really ready to play here in the second half, because oftentimes you come out to start a half and people see a little bit of a lull, a little bit of a dip after having been off their feet.
Second drive of the second half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one, but incomplete. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
I just dropped a new video. Can you watch, like, and comment and be active? By the way, I subscribe Brian for 1K. Thanks. Make sure you comment. MOG 100 points. MOG eyes. MOG eyes. MOG 100 points.
Because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver, 63 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Whoosh. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defensive shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
They come up in an offset eye. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 7 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. It's a quarterback sneak. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go with a keeper. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his... Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's round! Let's round! Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
His kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 2 yards to go here on third down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. And they're going to speed things up here. And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Watkins alone on the left side. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A road win in the National Football League.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting in the hall.
Popping knock it when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a Batman, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing, people singing,
Noise.
throwing flower, bringing ding-a-ling-a-ling. The honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot is in the basement.